So Stuart, it's a point on the road here at Forest Green, a valuable point, a fair point, would you say?
Yeah, I think it's a really good point for us. I think obviously after conceding so early, I think that the group showed great character, which we've got in abundance within this group. And I think we were totally dominant in the first half. It was really pleasing, the way that we controlled the game, the way that we opened them up. The final pass probably could have been a little bit better, but it was a great performance. In the second half we had to dig a bit deep and show our resilience and our character within the group. And also we played a minute and a half with 10 men because players had to keep going off with head injuries and they'd just got to bang on the head. And look, we're very careful. Like Callum Howe has got concussion, so we've left him at home. Potentially Callum would have potentially wanted to play, but we won't take any risks. But it has to be the same for both teams. Their player went down with head injuries and he doesn't get taken off, so we need consistency.
Just on the game, obviously a game of two halves. First half obviously was dominant, second half they came out the shell a little bit more. What was it that inspired us really in the first half to sort of kick on? Obviously we got the equaliser not long after they took the lead.
Look, I think we just took total control of the game and they didn't know how to work our rotations and the way we moved the ball and the way that we overloaded them. The lads took all the detail and the game plan on board and executed it brilliantly. And in the second half they made a couple of substitutions. They brought on a bit of pace down the left hand side and they went a bit direct and tried to turn us into the front, and they got a little bit of joy from it. But I thought Ash Palmer defensively was incredible today.
Obviously, we'll just lead on to Ash Palmer. Obviously, he played today, started today, first time he's made an appearance since the opening day. To come into a game like this as well, where it's top of the league and he hasn't played in a little while, and to play as well as he did, it must be hugely pleasing for you and obviously for himself as well. Yeah,
look, I have every confidence. Like when I first got the job, I said to Cal and Ash, we play with a back three. One of you will play and you keep the shirt. And I look at Ash Palmer's performance today; it was incredible, and I think Callum Howe's been incredible for us, so it's really pleasing for us now that we've got two centre halves that are performing to that level every time they step in. And look, it's huge credit to himself, and he's an unbelievable pro. The way that he's trained in the last few weeks when he's not been involved and not got minutes, he's kept himself in such good shape, and you see it today. Most players would be flagging around the 70th minute with the intensity of that game, but he doesn't. He keeps going to the end.
I want to talk about the reaction from going a goal down inside 4 minutes. Yeah, in the 40th minute we found ourselves level with obviously a definite penalty down this end. We talk about character like you'd said before, showed that again today.
Yeah, look, I think we've got loads of it, and it's good. We're going to need it over the course of the season, especially in the winter months when the pitches probably go a little bit. We're going to need that character and that resilience and be able to dig deep, and the togetherness within the group is incredible.
Obviously, just on the game as well, Forest Green have shown why they're unbeaten. They're unbeaten, obviously, again, with the draw today. A really good battle, a really good test, do you think, between two top teams? Yeah,
look, I think it was a really good advert for the National League. I think the intensity of the game was so high for both teams. The turnover of the ball, if you made one little half error, one team was breaking very quickly with great speed and intensity. So yeah, look, it's a great advert for the league, and it's a good point for us, and I believe that Forest Green will be right in the mix come the end of the season as well.
There was two defensive moments in this game that probably played just as well as a goal. Obviously Malachi down that end, and I'm not sure who was that for Forest Green. Without those interceptions that they'd made on the line, those two were goals, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, they're as good as goals, and that's what we said to the group. Great defensive performance at times, and for both teams, that's what I thought. I thought it was an even game on chances, in the chances that we created and they created, and I think it's a fair point.
On to Scunthorpe, another team, the only other team unbeaten in this division at the LNER. What do you fare going into that one? Obviously, it will be another really, really tough test, and obviously this equal battle that we've had obviously against Carlisle, Forest Green and then Scunthorpe.
Yeah, I went and watched them live against Borehamwood on Tuesday night. I thought that they were very impressive. I thought Borehamwood in the first half were excellent against them, went 1-0 up after 30 seconds very early on, but they showed good character to come back into the game, and in the second half, once they'd equalised, the game could have gone either way, both teams could have won it, so look, it's going to be a really tough test. They're another team that I believe that will be right up there come the end of the season.
Thanks for your time, Stuart.
Cheers guys, have a good weekend.